Present.
Van Zant,
Here.
Hopper,
Here.
Webb,
Here.
Okay, on the consent agenda, like to group, like to pull out number 8 and then approve 1 through 9. I'd like to make a motion that we approve those items except for number 8.
I'll second that motion.
We could call for a vote.
Lively,
Yes.
Heisel,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper. Yes. Webb,
Yes.
Okay. At this time, if we could, hear number 8, the January CEO report, please.
Okay, you have a copy of it, and, not to read every point, but some of the more important ones, patient care continues to be excellent. At the time that I wrote this, we had a census of 14, that's now up to 17, at 159 patients in the ER last month. Cohesive still providing, free, meals to employees, and they're great. Get a chance y'all to meet with us sometime. And, anyway, other than that, I guess just open it up for questions.
I do not. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay. Moving on to agenda item number 10, the financial report, please.
Andrea, financial report. Andrea? What if we lost Andrea? She may be having internet problems.
Gloria, is it possible that we pull number 10 to the side for a moment and go through some of these other?
Yep.
Okay. If we could, I'd like to make a motion. Do we need to make a motion?
No.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to item number 11. Discussion of possible action to approve the ICU medical amendment to device purchase contract with limited safety software license.
This amendment will remove the service agreement that we're currently paying $292 or over $3,500 a year for. We have a biomed service company that has agreed to provide that service as needed, saves us a lot of money annually.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve item number 11.
Second.
If we could call for a vote, please.
Lively,
Yes.
Heisel,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper. Yes. Webb,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Moving on to item number 12.
Anytime we consider purchasing from a new company as part of a group purchasing organization, they have to have this contract in place to be able to participate with us. And this allows the hospital access to Covidian products through Premier Healthcare, which we're already going to recommend approval.
I'd make that motion.
I'd like to second that motion. We could call for a vote, please.
Lively,
Yes.
Heisel,
Yes.
Hopper. Yes. Van Zant,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay, moving on into item number 13. Bless you. What, discussion of possible action to approve Forest, BKD engagement letter?
So that's the company that prepare our cost reporting yearly. I think the price have gone up some this year as everything else, so.
I mean, they saved our neck
Oh, yeah.
about a year ago, so I'd like to make a motion that we approve.
I'll second it.
If we can call for a vote, please.
Lively,
Yes.
High School,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Item number 14, discussion and possible action in regards to the Oklahoma Hospital Association's membership agreement.
So this is an annual thing that we are part of, so nothing really much to discuss on that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
If we can call for a vote?
Lively,
Yes.
High School,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay. Item number 15, discussion and possible action to approve Wayfront capital proposal.
What you have is an agreement with, for our coag machine in the lab. Clea was out recently, you guys remember the great survey results we got there. They recommended changing this machine out. There is a significant cost initially, but as of the second year, we'll kind of wash, and as by the third year, we'll be saving a significant amount of money with a CLIA recommended machine. And I ask that you approve this, and we'll get that swapped out.
And it has a 2-year warranty with it. Matters.
Does.
What's the savings in the third year?
We have it broke down there for you. Third year over currently, you're looking at about, 4,000,
590.
3,900, somewhere in there.
It's on page 84.
84?
Yeah.
It's real simple on your summary sheet if you can see it.
Okay, I see it, sorry.
I remember saying.
So,
I'd make that motion.
Thank you, sir.
I will second that motion.
Corey, can I ask a question real quick before we call for a vote?
Yeah.
Okay, on the cost summary sheet, it has the cost, and I'm sorry, I'm just not the brightest, but on number 7, the first year cost is at $11,356, but on the instrument addendum, it's $6,800. What is our initial cost to begin with?
The initial cost to begin with, to set the machine up and get the machine is $11,356.
Okay,
The additional over the $6,800 for the curettes, the equipment to use and keep the machine maintained for the first year.
okay. Okay, cool. If we can call for a vote?
Lively,
Yes.
High School,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay. Number 16, discussion, possible action to approve adding additional signers for our MRMC checking accounts.
We do have Andrea back with us, and she's gonna address this.
This is really just it's a follow-up. First, the last time that it came up, and, emergencies happen, life happens, and this is just kind of, just to make sure we always have someone available to send checks, for the hospital. It, I
Andrea, can
think
you-
the only 2 members not currently signed are the 2. Pardon?
Andrea, you breaking up, can you maybe start from the beginning? I don't think they got everything you said.
Maybe even cut her video feed off.
She's not on, she on video.
It's just it's straight up.
All right, Andrea, can you try one more time, please?
Who's on the signature list? You
Me?
are? Us three.
Us
we
three.
are. So-
Yeah.
So they're just wanting to add the 2 out of you.
Oh.
Basically, just run out there and sign a bunch of
I'm
checks.
afraid you may
there's
be
more
having internet
options.
trouble on your end.
Yeah, that way, if like,
There's more options to find.
I was gonna say, I caught part of it, that there must have been
Yeah.
a situation where nobody was available.
It's
and they
probably
needed-
me,
You don't mind if
because
we
this
call
month
her on the
has
cell
been in
phone and put it
hospital
on
for a
speaker?
month, so.
That's
well,
fine.
I've ran out a couple times and
It-
signed.
You
but,
may
like,
be able
one
to
day they had
explain it.
like,
I don't know. if
So
we
it's
may
just,
have
it's
to-
just adding additional signatories to the account, I don't know, I think some of the board
Currently, there are
members.
3 signers,
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
but if we add more, that's more probability of being somebody in town.
Less chance of everyone
Okay.
being gone on
Yes.
August.
And sometimes there are checks that have to be signed, like,
That's fine.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think we're good.
yeah, we're good,
They
I think that's explanatory.
yeah.
Okay, would you like me to go over the financials at all?
What's,
They probably need to.
we
vote
probably
on
need to
this.
vote on that
Yeah,
item
just
real
hang on
quickly.
1 second first.
So I'd like to make a motion that we approve adding Lisa Hopper and Ronnie Webb to be signers on the MRMC checking accounts.
You need a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want some.
I was like, man, this is good. God, whoa, did
I'll
I miss
second that.
something?
Sorry.
I must have misread the room.
I just didn't think it's appropriate for me to second that.
Same.
but-
I was
Okay.
like, dun,
Call
dun,
for a
dun.
vote, please.
Lively,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay.
We're not on the same page.
We're gonna table item number 17, and we're gonna circle back to item number 10, since we got Andrea on the phone. Moving on to the January financial reports.
Andrea, you're up for the financial report.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay.
We're moving to 10. Yep.
January, 2023. So we started January right out of the gates with an average daily census of almost 14. Just as a comparison, our 2022 average ADC ended at just under 10. So this is a very material increase. January cash receipts came in at 1.3 million, with disbursements at 1.7 million. Net patient revenues totaled 1.4 million, with operating expenses just under 1.5. This brings the month closed with a loss of 141,000. On a separate report, you should see the clinic financial statements.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And just a quick summary of those, again, just as kind of a disclaimer, these are, our estimates. The revenues are estimated at 41,000 for the month, with operating expenses estimated at 75,000, which ends the month with a loss of 34,000. The visits per day were just under 8. I also want to add here, although you don't see it represented on this report specifically, the 340B program, it brought in $17,000 in revenues
Woo-hoo.
for the month of January, with only $9,700 in expenses. So that profit of $7,500 helps to offset some of this loss. So this is a very beneficial program. But that wraps up my financial report. Are there any questions?
So just so to recap that, I think if I understood, the clinic lost $7,500 estimated, but then there was a program that got us $9,600 in extra revenue. So,
It's a 340B program. Yes.
oh, the drug oh,
Yeah.
perfect, I'm with you now.
Yes.
Okay, great, okay. Moving on to item number 18, discussion and possible action to approve the Cohesive Management Consulting LLC promissory note.
I think we need to go back to
Yeah,
17.
17.
No, we tabled 17.
Oh, that's table?
That's tabled.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just an update on that one, we don't need to do anything, but it's a software that we're looking to help with communication among the hospitals and with providers. Because now usually they will text things to providers through personal cell phones that is not protected with HIPAA. But as we look at this one, we thought it was a better deal. It's like close to 11,000 a year for 60 users. But this morning, I was talking with the chief technology officer. I'm like, okay, how can we save some money of doing all the hospitals as a group? So we have a new quote that come today that might end up costing each of the hospital maybe around 4,000 to 5,000 a year instead of 10.
Wow.
But it was too late to kind of put it together, so we'll bring it next meeting.
Great. Okay. So moving on to item number 18.
It's just a messaging service.
We ever had a promissory,
Page 93.
yeah, but have we ever had one in effect? Is this the
No,
first
this is
time?
the first one, yeah. So the reason, one of the reasons that we put down a promissory note, one is, as you all know, we've paid Medicare a whole lot of money from, and I think we're kind of getting to the point to where that loan is gonna be paid off, and that's gonna be a cause for celebration when the day happens. But putting this on a promissory note avoids the Medicare auditors from saying that, you know, this debt haven't been liquidated, so it needs to be taken off the cost report. So by doing this, we are covered.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just surprised we hadn't had one in place before.
Yeah.
But we're in a better place, aren't we?
I think, you know, this is a year of peace. We are,
Yes,
I think it's gonna be a great year. Yeah, put it that way, yeah.
yes. Any other questions? If not, I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Real quick, Corey, have you reviewed this promissory note?
Yes.
Is there any objection to you?
No, I mean, I made some minor changes, for example, calling us a borrower instead of a borrower, and then added a governing law in Greer County as a venue and stuff, but.
And the date we'll put in once we approve it, because it says beginning March 25th, but then on the upper corner it just says March blank 2023.
Yeah, we'll fill it out the day that we approve it.
Actual sign, all right.
Who will need to sign it?
You would. As
You the big
chairman.
man.
It's at 0%.
Can I resign?
That's in the 0% interest rate.
Yeah.
Come on, you can take it, I'm kidding.
Can I get that same loan right now? I could use the same,
Put it in writing.
I could use that much capital right now. There's some things I wanna buy. So we have one motion on the floor, is that right, to approve, or did?
Yeah,
am I
got a
imagining?
motion and a second.
Oh, okay, my apologies. If we could call for the vote, please.
Lively,
Yes.
Heisel,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay, the motion carries.
And while we're at it, thank you so much. You've done really good, especially paying all that old debt that we all walked into and inherited, so thank you.
We've all done it together, so I
That's
appreciate you
exactly
as well.
right, so.
Well, and for October of, was it 21 or was it 20? 2020 when you carried us for those months.
Right.
Well, he's carried since 18, but we started,
We're
so
getting
Yeah.
yes.
We're getting there.
Well, that was pretty huge, so thank
Yeah,
you.
Thanks.
Okay, moving on to item number 19, discussion and possible action in regards to the current composition of the compliance committee, removing Cheryl Lively and adding Lisa Hopper to that committee. Apparently it was unanimous at the hospital. No, I'm teasing.
You want me gone, I'm gone.
Well, I know there is a long list of people that want to be on the compliance committee.
Oh, boy.
Not me.
know we're standing in line, aren't we?
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we approve.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, if we can call for a vote.
Lively,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes,
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
kind of feel like I should abstain.
but you say Webb,
I'm gonna be a no, but only because I don't know enough about the committee to be able to, so I'm gonna be a no.
Okay. 3 votes, motion carries. Thank you, Cheryl, for not abstaining. Okay, item number 20, discussion and possible action to review and approve the medical staff and privileges, credentials, and contracts for the following people, and they are listed there. I'd like to make a motion that we approve.
I have a question, if I may, before we do discussion after.
Well, we got a motion, so we'll get a second, then we can discuss.
Is it regard to that, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'll withdraw my motion.
Oh, Mary Jane said not withdraw it.
Don't?
Keep your motion, second the motion, so we can do a discussion.
Okay.
Or is the motion for the privileges, or is the motion for executive session?
The motion was for approval of the credentials.
I would second that.
Okay. If we can call for a vote. No, now we have discussion. There you go.
So do they have contracts with us? I see that when it says courtesy privileges or what have you, usually they are with contracts, so am I just not getting it, or is it just in a different order?
These are actually, Amy is gonna be the new clinic provider. Part-time is gonna run through June. This is, re-credentialing, Benjamin Love, he's a pathologist.
Okay, so she's re-credentialed,
So,
courtesy?
yeah,
She's
so-
already credentialed, this is just
For the
something you have to
clinic.
do every year.
Because
Okay.
they're helping in the clinic some with the gap we have, so we wanna make sure they have privileges.
Okay, so
and
they're
everything.
hospital peeps, we're just
Yes,
now
that's right.
re-credentialing so that they can do,
Help back
and
in
so
clinic.
they're on our contract, whatever that means.
That's right.
All right.
There's no changes in any of the contracts. Mr. Love is a pathologist with DI, Diagnostic Imaging. Greg Morgan's our wound care doctor. Again, he's been here several years, there's no change in the contract. It's re-credentialing.
Okay.
It's been through quality and that's,
So the part-time on that Amy, she'll be the one at the clinic? Okay. Do we get to meet her?
just, yes. Yeah, she's in the process of part-time right now.
Okay.
So as soon as she gets that full-time moved in and we can get her settled in, we can get her, wanna do a meet and greet kind of thing with her, so.
That little stuff, it just does a whole lot.
So just call for the vote.
Yeah, are we ready? Any other discussion? This time if we can call for a vote?
Lively,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item number 22. Discussion, I think a David Arliss mutual termination agreement, and then Dr. Brian Bluth, who is the supervising agent agreement for Amy Sims.
So David Oss is just moving from an independent contractor to a W-2, so there's no change in his contract. He's not leaving us, so. And Brian Bluth is for supervision of Amy Sims.
Dr. Bluth, he supervises several of our mineral areas.
I'd make the motion to accept the termination agreement and the supervisor agreement.
I'd like to second
So
that
he's
motion, please.
leaving?
No.
He's changing over to a W-2 employee. There's not actually, it's just a change of his status.
Okay.
Somebody second it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, very good.
This time if we can call for a vote, or is there any other discussion?
Lively,
Yes.
Haskell,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Okay, moving on to item number 24. Discussion and possible action regards to a discussion with the Cohesive Employee Group with representatives of Cohesive with possible executive session.
I don't know what this means, so
I'm with you too.
there was no backup, so I didn't know.
I don't know if that's necessary, or does anyone have any other stuff to add? Is it necessary to have one?
You tell me, is it?
I don't think so.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think I've clarified the issues with that.
May I step out for just a second?
Yeah.
May we step out?
Okay.
Can we talk?
So question, would we table this or just omit it?
Well, if there's no motion, we
Just take
do-
no action.
So, I guess my question is, if something's, was so clueless on this when I read it.
Yeah, I was pretty
is there-
scared.
Is there something that can be added so that we understand?
Or could we even like put on there like, let's say I wanna add an agenda item, can we put on there
Who added it?
Carson added or?
So we can have a, I just, when I read it, I had no clue.
Well, I was a little worried about coming in to the meeting, like, I kinda half thought about just calling in sick.
I honestly thought it was a mistake at first, is how I read it.
well, does the 25-307 B2, does that dictate what it is?
Yeah.
That's just the
Okay, well,
executive
that's
session
what I
part,
want.
right?
Yeah, that's the speaking with an employee-related group.
Oh, okay.
Or the representatives.
But I just didn't know, it didn't say who, what,
Right.
you know, and so I felt like I was very ill-prepared on however it was gonna be.
I just felt nervous. Like we were gonna get called into the principal's office or something. I mean, I knew I didn't
Yeah,
get
you
it.
would've done spanking in my office. No, I'm just teasing.
I'm just
Are
not.
you going to get your spanking or what?
Well, no, I'm just trying not to laugh hysterically on camera.
I try to move it to them, but I.
Thank you.
But
I
it
just
didn't
was
work.
trying to move, no,
I switched to PC.
I'm
now.
just trying not to laugh. Okay, so, we're saying
No
no
action.
actions on item number 24.
Yes.
I think we're good.
We're good, no action?
No action.
Okay. Do we have any remarks or inquiries by the governing body members, hospital CEO, city attorney, hospital employee?
I'd like to say something. I wanted to say thank you to Godwin for coming to town, and that I'm looking forward to working with Cohesive rather than against one another. Because at the end of the day, not just have y'all done well on the payments and so forth, but on the side of management from y'all's end, might have not done so well in some of our areas, but overall, thank you so much. And the promissory note will surely show that we are aware,
Yes.
and that we'll go from there.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I have one thing too. Our clerk is gonna be gone the last week of March for city clerk training. So we will probably need to adjust the March meeting date. Either move it a little earlier in the week or something.
Will it be spring break? When is spring break?
Yeah, that's the
That's
middle.
middle, okay.
Up in the week would just be Monday.
Yeah.
Could we do Monday?
No, like.
Oh,
it
up in
should-
the month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was like, up in the week,
I
we
was
do it on
like-
Tuesday,
Well, up
in
we
the
do
week,
Monday.
meaning third week.
I heard what you heard.
What, So what
What
that,
would be a better day? What would work?
I'll be gone from the 26th through the 31st, so anytime before that,
21st,
that's fine with me.
When is
spring break? Does anybody
the week of the 13th. Know it by heart.
You're counting days?
Well, no, I mean, I have a wife as a teacher. I know
Well,
when,
that is right.
when,
Yeah.
when
yeah,
life starts
and
disturbing my
hours.
home.
Hours. Okay, so, we're gonna do the meeting on the 21st?
I don't know how that's gonna affect that being prior to med staff. I don't know how we can-
What did
You just submit whatever you submit.
That's right.
23rd.
Whatever you have at
Yeah.
that point.
And then
We usually have.
Dale, I wouldn't change any of it.
So I don't, we'll try to move med staff.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even change it. You just
Or
have double
April
reports
4th.
next time.
That we can do that too, yeah.
Yeah.
if we want.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't try
We'll
to
just present-
disrupt everything just
Yeah.
for this.
okay.
All right, so do I hear a motion for us to
You don't have to
move the meeting to
move
the
it, just-
21st?
Just that y'all agree to do it on the 21st.
Okay,
That's
done.
fine with me.
And what time?
5.
I could do 5.
Okay.
All right,
Is there any other
3:21.
new business?
You wouldn't need a motion for that?
I'll set a meeting.
Okay.
Set special meetings all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Be a special
Special meeting.
We can call for a vote.
We just have to make sure everybody's available.
Lively,
Yes.
Heisler,
Yes.
Van Zant,
Yes.
Hopper,
Yes.
Webb,
Yes.
Man, it wouldn't have been like this